I hate to break it to you, but you don't actually have to climb the 2,446 stone steps through the synonymous cedar forest of Haguro-san, Mount Haguro, to get your fix of divine blessings. That's right, you can just drive there. Besides those who have difficulty walking, why would you though? The walk among Haguro-san's cedar forest is one of the most unforgettable parts of the Dewa-sanzan, the famous Three Mountains of Dewa here in Yamagata Prefecture. In fact, the walk up Haguro-san is so unforgettable, Michelin labeled it worth going out of your way for in the Green Guide Japan. That's right, a tire company is telling you to walk up this mountain. In other words, Michelin know what's up. More than you'd think, too. People have been walking, not only on, but also to Haguro-san and the Dewa-sanzan mountains for a few centuries now. And when I say walking, I mean walking. Picture a world without modern transport. A world without trains, planes, buses, cars, or even bicycles. A world where the only way to get anywhere was on your own 2 feet, or a cow for that matter. You know, the past, that time from before now. From the early Edo period, namely the 17th century, word got out that the Dewa-sanzan mountains had healing properties unlike anywhere else. Yamabushi, such as myself, had been entering these mountains for millennia by then, and when they came out, they felt reborn. This promise of rebirth was too much for hordes and hordes of people from eastern Japan, from Chiba and Kanagawa in the south, all the way up to Aomori in the north. That's right, people religiously made treks to the 3 sacred mountains from as far away as Edo, modern-day Tokyo, and the nearby Chiba and Kanagawa prefectures. And they did it on foot. That's like 400 kilometers, and only then would you start to climb the 3 sacred mountains. Led by a Yamabushi, of course. And I don't mean just 1 or 2 people. I'm talking literal millions, year after year. No wonder Michelin wanted in on this. It all got a bit too much. So much so, you could fill an entire village with the numbers of guests they were getting. Incidentally, that's exactly what they did. The Pilgrim's Lodge village of Toge, at the base of Haguro-san, to be exact. When established in the 17th century, Toge was quite literally a Pilgrim's Lodge village. Of the 400 or so structures in Toge, 336 of them were designated shukubo, Pilgrim's Lodges. Plus, Toge had an ingenious system that made sure each of the shukubo got their fair share of the love. It worked like this. When you arrived in Toge, you went straight to the Annaijo, like an information center. You would tell the Annaijo your hometown, where you were from. And in return, they would tell you which shukubo you would be staying in. The shukubo you stayed in was determined by where you were from. They didn't care who you were. All they cared about was where you were from. On the surface, it's hard to appreciate just how genius this system is. Not only did the system ensure the love was spread throughout all the shukubo, it also bred extreme loyalty. Loyalty that exists to this day. This system meant that you stayed in the exact same place as your ancestors. Not only that, it ensured that your descendants as well would stay in the same place. The shukubo became an intergenerational home away from home. And the thing is, the system is still somewhat intact. There are still some people who stayed in the exact same pilgrim lodges that their ancestors stayed in, some 20 generations earlier. This is the only place in Japan where such a system has continued for over 350 years. However, unfortunately, no one knows how much longer this system will exist. The thing is, the people who value such experiences are dying off. Now, the once flourishing Pilgrim's Lodge village of Toge is on its last legs. Of the original 336 shukubo, only 27 remain in operation. But you can be part of the change. When you come to North Japan, and I hope you do, make a point of staying in one of these shukubo. Not only will you get to stay in a place run by a Yamabushi, but you'll also get to take part in a centuries-old tradition. And who knows, you may even create a tradition that lasts a few centuries as well. If you haven't already, be sure to sign up for my Yamabushi newsletter. I'll put a link below. I'm Tim Bunting, the Kiwi Yamabushi. Kakite ano, and I'll see you next time.